Hey guys, the wild weather is continuing here in Melbourne. It's you name it, hail, rain, floods, wind. So at least we're out of the fire and out of the smoke, but now we've entered the flip side of the weather pattern, and that is windy and wet. Windy and too wet in some places, and they're saying it's gonna be about 40 millimeters of rain here tonight, later today. So I don't mind that, but not the hail we had yesterday. We just missed it. We had a storm in Melbourne, and it only hit one side of town, the inner eastern suburbs, and it missed us. Golf ball sized hail. Can you believe it? Golf ball sized. So thankfully we missed that. We were at the beach swimming when the hail hit. So on one side of Melbourne, people were suntanning and swimming, and the other side of Melbourne, people were being pelted by golf-sized golf-sized hail balls. Can you believe that? Like less than 20 kilometers away. We didn't even know about it till we got home and switched the news on. So that's what's happening here in our local area. As for progress on the trees after all this rain that we've had, I haven't had a chance to look close up, so I'm doing it with you together. I've sort of been doing other stuff over the last 3 days, and this is my first deep look into the garden. There's the longan, still waiting for some fruit to form. I think they have formed. Hang on. Oh, cool. This is what happens when you don't see or check up on your plants for a while. You miss this. Yay, we're getting fruit on the longan tree, I think. Yeah. This is my first time with longan flowering and fruiting, so I'm guessing if the wind stops moving, hang on, I'm guessing that's a longan fruit, right? Looks like a longan fruit. So yeah, looks like we're getting longan. Wow, awesome. Alright, let's look around some more and see what else is new after all this crazy weather we've had, and in particular wet weather. Papaya is still slow to take off, still pretty small. That's what happens with these ultra tropicals like papaya. They sort of, they sort of look nice green foliage, and they grow a couple of inches, right? And then summer ends, and for us that's like the end of February, early March, and then all of a sudden it takes off in March. In March it like goes up to here, and in autumn they sort of want to take off instead of right now in summer. And then when they get to like, I don't know, a couple of feet, and you think, wow, my papaya's really taken off, the cold arrives. The first signs of cold. Talking about April. There's another one, growing only like 1 inch a week. Another papaya. As you guys know, I'm trialing like 3 different varieties. Yeah, as I was saying, when April gets here and the papaya's like, up to here, right, like 2 or 3 feet tall, and I start getting excited, early winter is here, or late autumn, April, May, and then it says, I'm not going to grow anymore because it's cold. The plant's got a built-in mechanism that says growing is going to go now on pause until spring. So I'm stuck with a 2 or 3 foot tall papaya, or sometimes even 5 feet, and you pray that the frost and the cold winds don't destroy it over winter. And there's another one, Another papaya. Yeah, so you just pray that these guys can survive out in the open, unprotected, for 4 months. From May to September. What's that? That's 5 months. So it's a lot of luck needed there for these sensitive ultra tropicals to survive. And I don't know what's going to happen with the moringa when the cold hits in April. It hasn't grown much either. The drumstick tree. It's beautiful. All the yellow is gone from transportation from dailies, right? It's looking really nice. Looking nice. Nice and green. But we want some growth, some height. It's still tiny. And this is the lychee or lychee tree that got scalded over the heat wave period last month, well, over the last 5 weeks. Look at that, unprotected. But the good news is, on the other side, it got new foliage that wasn't touched by the heat wave. Look at that, brand new leaves, unaffected by the 40+ Celsius, whereas the ones that were at the top, they were affected. But just like the black sapote that I showed you a month ago, just these leaves fall off, these burnt ones, or you can pull them off yourself. I'm just going to leave these. Yeah, because the new leaves, and the new leaves are all over. They'll replace the old leaves eventually. So, and as for fruit, these were showing signs of fruiting about a month ago, and they fell off. There's one still hanging there, that one there, and a few new ones coming, but they fall off. They fall off, guys. Let's see, where is it? Let's see, in here. Yeah, they fall off from the wind, from the heavy rain. Most of them fell off. The same over here. Yeah, it's all right. First year. In the first year, you can't be, you know, harvesting these guys too easily. The longan looks promising, but the lychee maybe next year. Good news on this old or almost forgotten longan tree that I had growing in a pot for like 5 years, and I put into the ground only 3-4 months ago. The good news is it's come to life. Wow, I'm shocked. Check it out. It's come to life. Happy. A happy longan. Kohala, also a variety like the other one I have. So there's a chance that this guy will do what he was meant to do 5 years ago. Evidently he didn't like being in a pot. So sometimes some plants gotta go in the ground, guys. Just like this example here with this longan. I hope you're enjoying this in 4K. Any of you have got a 4K monitor or TV. This is the tamarind tree, and it's doing quite well. It loves the summer rain, just like all the other tropicals. You've got a few burnt leaves, as I showed you last time, but it's looking pretty good, especially at the top where the new growth is. And these are the guavas that I have here waiting in pots for planting out next spring. Doesn't look like any of the three are getting any fruit yet. You're getting a lot of new leaves. Oops, I can feel rain on my back. The rain's coming early. They said it was going to rain tonight, but it's already touching my back. So they're the Chinese, Mexican and Malaysian guavas. And over here, the acerola is very, very happy. Very happy indeed. A young Barbados cherry. Acerola. Very, very happy. Some of the young avocados from the Hass are dropping. I don't know if it's from the stormy winds we've had, but I'm not too concerned because there's, as I said, around 200 on the tree, and I think that's going to be okay. Check out the wind. I mean, you know, no matter what you do, there's not much you can do when it comes to storms and wind. Yeah, storms and wind. So if I lose 50 out of these, I'll still be really wrapped. Very happy. It's thundering too now. Thunder everywhere. Still picking apricots, even though I brought about 40 inside. There's probably still another 50 on the tree. So pretty good. We love apricots. And they've been pretty good this year. Only about 5 or 6 were affected by the fruit fly. So not bad. Not bad at all. So just from that rain we had, all these nasturtiums came back. They were like dead from the heat wave. They hate heat. They love water. Water and shade. But not cold. They don't like winter. They don't like winter and they don't like heat waves. They like perfect temperature of around 20 to 25 Celsius, 80 Fahrenheit. The nasturtiums are back until the next heat wave. And here's a couple of turmeric that sprouted over the last few days thanks to the rain. Yeah, man, rain. Rain, rain, rain. Rain does magic. I put these in the ground last summer, at the end of last summer, when I made that video on my turmeric. Was it summer? I can't remember. I think summer or winter. Anyway, and now 6 to 9 months later, the turmeric cuttings, because I planted them all over the yard, have come up. How's that? Pretty cool, huh? Turmeric. And there's another one over there too, in the little tropical fruit tree patch. Right there, that's sprung up too. Another turmeric. So, since we're here, these are the most sensitive tropical fruit trees I have. And as I showed you about a week ago, I've got them in full sun because that's what they like, right? So they're doing pretty good. The mango is getting a lot of new shoots. This one is the one. This is the Alfonso, the one that was drooping. Remember? I thought something stood on it. It's getting stronger. Its main trunk is strengthening, and it's getting a shoot at the top. So that's pretty happy. And as for the Kensington Pride, the one where I debated whether I should pick the fruit or not, guess what? They all fell off on their own. I didn't have to do anything. So you know what, guys, with mangoes, just let them do their own thing. Don't touch them. Just let them do their own thing. So out of about 10 to 12 mangoes that were on here last week, only 2 remain. That one and that one. And that's it. That's what the tree wants. The tree doesn't want to have 10 mangoes in its second year. We'd be lucky to get one out of these two. I don't care either way. I just want the tree to survive. At this stage, it's all about survival. Remember, this is an ultra tropical for temperate zones. In the tropics, it's just a tropical tree, right? It's not ultra tropical in the tropics, but it sure is ultra tropical here in the temperate climate. I've lost about 10 of these mango trees, right? I've lost over 10. So I'm pushing till I get one mango or 2 mangoes or 3 mangoes to survive, different ones. So I've got about 6 at the moment, or 7, that are doing very well. Too bad I lost the Valencia Pride. I might get another one when Daly's has one available. So that's the mangoes, and then I've got all the abiu and the egg fruit or canistel. This is abiu, and I've got another one over here and another one over here of the canistel. It's hard to tell them apart because they have the same foliage. Hang on, that's a canistel. This is a Rollinia from Daly's. Look how nice it is, how it came up because of the rain. Look at this. Look at that. Huh? That's how you want the Rollinia to look. Super tropical and super healthy. So I'm stepping on branches here. This is mulch. So when you mulch your trees, just drop them everywhere, and that way you don't need to buy mulch. Make your own mulch. This is the Davidson's plum. Again, shooting out new shoots. Thank you very much. Again, because of the rain triggered this recent growth. Guess what? It's raining. I don't want to get my new phone all covered with rain. It's actually sprinkling. That's my other Rollinia. Rollinia is a Brazilian custard apple, also known as lemon meringue pie fruit. Yeah, it tastes like lemon meringue. There's the ice cream bean. Doing really well, of course, now that it's fully established. Nothing to worry about anymore except wind. Wind is the only thing that can destroy this tree. Not the drought, not the cold. Wind. This is the new black sapote I got a few months ago that I put in the place of the Valencia Pride. The black Tahiti variety. And check out all the fruit that it's hanging on it. Tons and tons of fruit on the black sapote, chocolate pudding fruit in Melbourne. Who would have thought, huh? Jackfruit from Kyogle, which is where Daly's is located. That's northern New South Wales. Beautiful. I hope I can keep this guy alive over winter. Major challenge. Jackfruit. Look how healthy it is. Thanks, Daly's. Another equally as challenging fruit tree for a temperate climate is this star apple, or kaimito. Star apple. Amazing fruit. I love it. I love the taste of this fruit. If you've never had a star apple, guys, next time you're in the tropics, look out for it. You can find these in your local supermarket sometimes. They're like $10 for each fruit. Yep, they're not cheap. That's why I'm growing all this. I don't want to fly up to Cairns in Townsville to taste this fruit. I want to taste it in my own garden. Very challenging to grow though, in a temperate climate zone, just like the papaya is. And here is the sapodilla chico. which I just got from Daly's last week. And this is another jackfruit, also from northern New South Wales. That's the second one I got last week. It's much smaller. So I'm praying, and well, pray with me, guys. Pray with me. Pray with me that these jackfruits and these star apples and these papayas and these rolinias and these canistels and mangoes and abus, which I invested in, over $1,000 by the way, over the last 2 months, that they make it. The Pavan mango is doing quite well too. Pavan. I've never heard of this variety, but who cares if it gives me a fruit? I'm not into the, you know, which is which and which is what. As long as it gives me a nice tasting mango, I'm happy. It's also got one fruit hanging on. See if we get a fruit out of that. It's in the ground, by the way. Here's the mulch I was talking about the other day, from the cuttings from the mulberry and from the pear tree. They all go to the bananas. See that? Straight to the bananas. All the cuttings from the trees. Just like that. That's a week ago. That's a few days ago. It all breaks down, guys. It breaks down to compost eventually. And these guys are super happy. This is my original black sapote, which almost died. I've had this black sapote for 6 years. Yeah, it's 7 to 8 years old. Can you see how long you need to succeed with tropical fruit trees in a temperate climate? 7 to 8 years. And it's only up to my belly button. Okay. I've spoken about this one before, but I'll repeat it again for new viewers. I planted this where the Hass avocado is 6 years ago, and it got root rot or something to do with the roots, right? And it almost died. It was 90% dead. So I pulled it out, put it into a pot like this, and after a year it came back in the pot. So last year, or 6 months ago, I put it back into the ground, but in a different location, using clever technique of mounding, right? And not only has it survived and come back to full life, it's thriving. It even survived the 3 heat waves we got. Look at that. It's loving it. It's loving its return, not only back to life but thriving. The original black sapote tree is coming back in a big way. January to April, May, so the first half of the year, is when bananas do the best here at Fruitopia. That's their season. That's when they shine because of the heat and hopefully summer rain, which we rarely ever get, but we have had some beautiful summer rain this week and tonight too. So as you can see, if you look back to my videos from spring and early summer, major changes going on. Check out these young guys that are coming up to join their grandparents up there. They'll be coming down. These ones will be coming down over the next few months because the fruit will be ready. And these grandkids will be taking over summer and autumn. So by the end of autumn in May, these will be that big. That's how it works. So See, the fruit's almost ready. Almost ready to pick. Bananas. Amazing. It's showering, so I can't point the camera up. Look at this. On that side too. So not only the side I entered, but all around. And the cardamom is doing good, coming back. And check out this Tamarillo. This is the grandma Tamarillo, where all my cuttings came from. It's loaded. I'll make a separate video on the Tamarillos. So everything's happy. It smells divine in here. There you go. There's more Tamarillos. Check out those Tamarillos. Hard to get a good angle on these, but yeah, it's beautiful. Lush tropical fruit jungle in Melbourne. Thanks for the rain. So it's official now, the Glen mango is not going to give us any fruit again this year. So it's going to be focusing on growth, which I'm very supportive of, because I want this mango to be as big as this pineapple guava. That's what I want. I want this guy to not double, but triple in size. See what I want? I want it to get big as a tree. It's been there for 5 years. Look how small it is. And it's only given me fruit once. So thanks for the rain. Look at this. Look what the rain does. I haven't watered any of these trees, by the way. Not one drop. Not one drop. And look. See that? Rain. Rain, 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 rain. Summer rain. I'm not talking about winter. We don't want rain in winter. So here we have some more bananas growing over our bedroom window, which will be ready also in autumn. A few more months. Just hanging over the bedroom window. Look at that. Look at that. Bananas outside your bedroom in Melbourne. Of course you can do it. Anyone can do this. So, look at that. Amazing. So I encourage you, if you're in a temperate zone, to start growing tropical fruit trees and bananas and so on. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay guys, thanks for being patient and watching this long video. I know some of you enjoy these long videos, so this is especially for you. And for those that don't, well, I'm sure you can move on to one of the shorter videos that I have. And thanks for watching. Make sure you put a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this extra long video and this update, and subscribe if you haven't already. And more importantly guys, more importantly, I want you to share this video with your friends and family who's in a temperate zone. We want this message to get out there. Thanks for watching. See you from the next video.